Hey folks, we're going to continue working on Eberron maps tonight. Just adjusting my windows here a touch. I'm going to check my signal, go through my intro spiel, and then we'll fall into 100 minutes of fun. So spiel, let's see if the signal's good. We'll fall into 100 minutes. Sure is. Excellent. All right, so my spiel. Hey, my name is Phil Kearney. I create role-playing game supplements. They're PDFs. I publish them online. I've been focusing my attention on Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition as of late. There is a slew of links in the description down below that direct you to various works that I've already published online. They're all 100% free preview. I certainly appreciate you purchasing them, but you shouldn't have to buy it without being able to read it first. So you can read the whole book, all of the books, cover to cover. If you are on a desktop or tablet, there will be a hyperlink underneath the when you go into each individual book by clicking on the covers of each of them. When you go into each book, underneath the cover, there'll be a the word I'm looking for is a hyperlink underneath that says full preview. And if you're on a mobile phone, it'll be on the right hand side in an eye icon. So whether you're looking at a full preview link or an eye icon, click either one of them. It'll open up a PDF. Full document. There's probably about 150 different illustrations that I've made in there amongst the covers and all the interior artwork. If you're an art enthusiast, check out and see the kind of stuff that I build. If you are a D&D enthusiast, definitely check out what we've been creating. If it's something that's interesting to you mechanically, or something you want to come back and visit another time, or just vote of support for the work that I do. Be welcome to purchase some of them. If you want to play them first before actually purchasing, run a 20 level campaign. I run level 1 to 20 campaigns typically every 250 hours or so before starting over again. So I play test my stuff at all tiers of game, and it works. So other thing that works and you can help the channel is like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so that so everybody knows what's going on. So hold on real quick. Let me jump over to here and YouTube, my channel. Hold on. Studio. Yeah, I'm live. Okay, my channel. It really helps. Liking, subscribing, all the dizzle dazzle. It certainly helps push the signal of the channel, help it grow. And so we are going to dive into this. Crystals of Mabar. It's an adventure in Eberron for 7th or 8th level characters, though if you want to run all 60 hours of content, you can start them at as low as 6th level and build into it if you really wanted to. Or you can run it as a one-shot for 8th or 9th level characters. We are working on this village. We've been working on this village for, this is what, our 6th episode? 4th episode. Okay, so we have a lot of interior stuff built out. Let's take, we built the stables when we were here last. Zoom in here, you can see the different space that we have here. Yeah, cool. That's the stables. So we are building rooftops for the smithy, the grist mill, the sawmill, and the storage barn, and then that'll be all of the roofs. Once the roofs are done, then we can go into each of the individual buildings, and you see that we have a bunch of equipment and stuff that are built out in here. We can peel out all these little pieces and rebuild them into cleaner little assets that we can then put back into the underground dungeon, like the beds and desks and stuff like that. That'll all work down underground as well. I just gotta pull these assets out so that they are separate pieces that can be moved around. Once we have the assets out of the way, the interior assets of all the buildings, then we will be able to the word I'm looking for is mess this place up. Just bloodify it, make it all corpse laden after zombie apocalypse attack. So that's our plans, that's our hopes, our dreams, and yada yadas. That's the fun we're gonna have here once we get all this stuff resolved. So I'm gonna just leave the roofs off for now. I'll put the roof back on that one. There we go. So yeah, let's get into it. So we're gonna go ahead and attack the smithy next. I should set a timer. We'll be here for 100 minutes. So let's put a 20-minute timer on the clock. We're just gonna let that roll. And let's be productive. Thanks a lot for the folks that have been subscribing. I really appreciate the support. It's it's a joy and privilege to be able to paint like this, and I don't ever want to take that for granted. So thank you for all the help. Interior, and this is roof. Hey, Nitro, building roofs, my bro. Let's get us back to B and dub, and we'll go down to 4 pixels. Let's grab this guy here. Yeesh, this interior is a little rough. I might have to. And who am I kidding? I'm gonna go over the whole thing again when I peel out all the interior pieces anyway. So who am I really kidding? I may as well just build the damn things and worry about it later. Let's just be absolutely real, shall we? Oh man, I always give myself work and then I give myself more work. How about that? That's okay. It helps assure that we're happy with the final product. If I didn't have to mince over it at least a little bit, I wouldn't feel like I'm earning my keep. I hope to get to a place where I don't have to feel like I need to mince over something to earn my keep, but as it is for now. There. I see this is coming out, so I'm going to build a support. But like these are all like wonky doodle walls. They definitely need ficking. They need ficking. That was a bad idea, so I'm just gonna end it there. Like that. Just like that. We'll fix it later. Hey, this is the blacksmith. Yeah. Would the forging area be more like a covered porch or walls up the roof? So here it is. It's a giant brick affair. This is all solid stone here. So when we build the roof, it's going to have basically vent space like this that allows the chimney to blow up. Sploof. And this is an open door, and this is an open door. They don't close, so it's just ventilation that goes through there. And I need to add a window here. Actually, I just need to add probably just a window here. This is a workbench here, but I don't have the walls properly built, so it doesn't read right. But I should have a window here that also lets air in and out. And the air currently either go this way, that way, or this way. But there will be plenty of airflow going through. Here's the anvil, gear rack, another shelf, and then there's a water, I don't know the word, a water trough, I guess, full of water for you to take something from the anvil and from the fire to go over here and quench it here. And this gets filled by the well that's here. It also has a water trough here, a bucket. You can see a water trough here. So you can actually get the bucket from the trough to here, so you can go back and forth like that if you wanted to, if you really wanted to. But you can, and then you can bucket this one over to here as well, which is more of a pain in the ass, but certainly doable. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense to you. So it's going to be more like I can adjust where this is now that I'm actually being serious about this. Again, I have to rebuild this whole interior space anyway, so I may as well let myself... Oh, yeah, I did all this shit. Boom, get out of the way. Get out of here, you scallywag. Nope, that is absolutely where I want to be. There, goes to there. Boop. So we have that cut out, and then we'll probably end up putting the chimney here. Or, oh no, maybe I do something really obnoxious like that. Boy, that's really obnoxious. I love it. Let's just do that. Actually, I should build this thing so it's confined the chimney to this outer corner, which means I can do that and that without any difficulty. So I'll definitely have to rebuild the interior. LeFou, I'm afraid I've been thinking. Okay. Change of plan, change of heart. There. There. What I'm thinking about for here is you got, here's the side of the store, right? I'm thinking just a simple slope like this. Very simple. No complex architecture. But have it slope this way so it can hit this back lot over here. But that's going to take, I'm going to want to make sure I don't have things pouring down into here. So I'm thinking I want to modify, contract. There. Drop this down to 3. Like it has its own little the rest of the roof. something crappy like that. You know, that's the gist of it. That's the idea. Free. Let's select inverse, and then let's select reduce, contract by 2. Let it go. Select, inverse, select, modify, contract, 2. I'll probably have to do something like have like a stain streaky sort of effect like this, and like puddle stuff back here. So it's evident that the water flow goes this way, you know, and then I can have like this a little bit. I can like it can be grittier over here, because of where the smoke comes out. I think that'll probably do okay. Like that directional stuff, I think is going to help a lot with reading the flow of these roofs. So I certainly hope that's how it comes across. Anyway, I mean, you can just lift them off and you got your room. So cheers. Yeah. I feel pretty good about that. So let's do it again. Let's do it next door. Okay, what'll happen is when I'm finished with these roofs, I will then go back through. I'll redraw the interiors of all these and just the frame, and then pull out all, and then have all the assets on a separate layer, which I was dumb not to do in the first place. Although these, yeah, they need a little touching up. I can do better. I can do better with all of these. Hey, Tyler. Again, small village. Everyone knows each other. There's not really a crime problem. So these work areas, the mills and stuff, blacksmiths, they don't really need to lock these things up. There's not a lot of people in town like at all. So even the people that work in the smithy and these, their home isn't represented on this map. Only the constabulary and the lodge actually have a residence showing here. But we're going to have a separate little vignette map of farmhouses, like just a generic farmhouse with a generic barn and paddock. That you'll be able to just drop ad nauseum along the road as you move away from this village, that way or wherever. So, time for some rooftops. The roof. This was the smithy. That one's good. Good enough for now. Like I said, we'll go back through and we'll do clean on these all. This grist mill can also, let's go. Grist mill. Interior. Roof. No. And we'll build this one just again, simple. Yeah, it's not the same size. Just a simple square with a tilted roof. Dump off to the back of the lot. So this is just basically me drawing a square. and then filling it with white. And then we move on to the next one. These are super easy. I am almost done with the exploration section of the Spelljammer book. And we're moving into hazards and then the creature menagerie. And then we'll be officially into the Light of Zaraxis conversion. I am ridiculously excited about this. Where are we going wrong over here, chums? Where's my break? There you are. Thank you. Select equals inverse and modify contract by 2. The pixels that we were using is 4, so by contracting it by 2 on each side, it's with an overlap. So if I can use the right color, there we go. We now have a roof. Blop. And this one we can also have the streaks that indicate slope direction and have puddle back here. It's been raining a lot, so you can have puddles in these back lots here, kind of swamping around these trees, moating in between this fence and the building here. I feel like there's supposed to be a fence here and it's missing. Thank you. Right, in here. So we can swamp that up in the tree here, swamp this up in the trees along here. And we can do some swampy stuff along the back here, and along here, some puddles. And then when we come back with the zombie, we can put some blood in that water. That'll be fun. I feel like this roof needs to be vaulted, because of this gristmill in the middle. I feel like this is going to have a higher elevation, so I want to add a line there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know, maybe I don't know, maybe I don't want that. It can be low slung. We'll leave it like that. We'll just do that for now. Roof. Really? Okay. Give me another 20. Go to select, inverse, and then select. Let's try that again. Modify. Contract 2. Gotta say, this place looks pretty boring from overhead. Lumber. Inside. Roof. Duplicate. Transform. Up, up, up. More open designs. It just hasn't occurred to them yet that someone would come up and just steal their tools. It just seems, I mean, I guess it could happen, right? It'll sting them eventually, probably. They're just not there yet. Contract. Yeah, 2. And this will be another slanted, slopey thing. Slanting this way. Big old puddle. Run off here. Run off here. Puddle, puddle. That's what we'll do. We're not there yet, though. We're getting there. We are getting there. All right, now that we have that built, So this will spill off like. Why are you? Oh my god! I just want to break things. There, this will go that way and definitely pull off and spill into the tree. The frickin' end. Thank you, lumber mill. So, blip, blip, blip. Oh, that's the trash drawer. Roof. Let's get that. I see some text. Give me a second here. I'm cleaning up my folders. Ka-dump. So this is what it looks like when you fly overhead. And of course you can peel off all these roofs and look at the interior as you wish, but this also allows players to run around on the rooftop to snipe points and stuff if they want to fight undead at night or whatever. This allows them the high ground, you know? So, Nitro, currently designing the loot the party might be able to get from the Alchemist's Tower, and I just came to the realization 4 potions and 1 poison. The poison isn't magical, so I did nice. I wonder if they'll drink it to find out what it is. That is a nice one. Hey, Shiner. Good to see you, my guy. So now that we have all the roofs built, we can... Well, first off, I want to extract the smithy and the grist mill. I want to separate the fence here. Narf. Yeah. Cut. Drop. And then in the smithy, I want to cut. Pull up to here. No! What are you doing there, son? Thank you. Fence. We'll call those fence. And the fences are good as is, so I'm good with those. Yeah, good with those. And stitch up the smithy, constable, trash drawer, trees. I'm good with the trees being faded for now, but of course we'll be doing color inserts later. That is what, 50%? Yeah, the outline is 100%. The interior should be a flat 50. There. And then when we build out the color on this, we'll be able to cover it with a leafing texture and allow this to poke through it. But we'll have probably like an opacity of some sort so that you can see through it. Not 100% yet. We're figuring it out. Hey, really like how the trees turn out. Thank you. Yes, I am. Have you not seen my color maps yet? They're all over the place in the old ones, but here's the drowned fort. Gorgeous map area. This area here, clearly ladder indicating goes to here, and then there's the wretched water flow. This gap here is reflected, and this gap here is the same thing. So you have these 2 points of entry, and then we have all this crystal grit that litters the path, and then here's the extension continuing further down the hill in this tunnel until you can see that there's water here flowing, and then it goes and it drains along the wall here. Thank you. Drains, and then it eventually hits the mark here, and it starts to flood, and it continues to flood through the passage until you get to the end here, and there's a grate that you can climb up into the guard tower, the underground tower, the siege tower. That's a level up in this fortress. The rest of the fortress is on the same level as this, but this is the 4-degree grade over 150 feet worth of progress. Here's the slant of the tunnel, from the beginning here to this door here, this is the grade that you're at for the 600 feet of underground that you crawl. And then at this point, 150 feet away from the bunker blast door, that's where the water line starts to accumulate. It's already accumulated here and filled up, but there's these holes that have been worn into the walls that lead into the dungeon that we were drawing previously. So this is like you have to go underwater here though to swim into these tunnels, then pop out the other side. So you have to hold your breath and fight undead while you're underneath there. And they're just content with holding you in place until there's literally drowned assassins is one of the undead types that we have in this particular area. So going into those tunnels to try to fast step your way and get into the place silent, you hit a bunch of undead that their whole job is to sit there and hold you until you drown. So it's a slow death. You've got 30 rounds to figure it out. But if they kill you, you're dead. So cheers. It's a low pressure, high risk situation, if that makes any sense. So here's the trap door, or the murder holes that's covered with a grating. It's a metal slat, but there's a 1 inch gap space. So you can either, and this is for 7th or 8th level characters. So if you have gaseous cloud on you, you can move your way through into that room. If you have wild shape from a druid, you can take the form of a gardener snake. And there's 2 feet of space so far between the at the watermark, so you can keep your face up out of this disgusting water while there's undead pulling at you. But you can grab hold of the grating here to make a strength check to stay a hold there. And like if you have Misty Hop, for instance, you could teleport your way into, or if you just do a strength check at disadvantage, I think it's like a DC 22, but it's a disadvantage, so good fucking luck. So it's really there just to drain you of resources, just to deprive your characters for a 2nd or 3rd level spell slot that at 7th or 8th level is really important. So it's just a resource tax. It's easy to get through it. It's a minute for people to think about it. And since there's the underwater threat, there's like, where are these undead coming from? They have to be coming from somewhere, right? That may trick somebody's brain into wanting to dive underwater and find these passages that lead into the tunnels. Like, oh, let's go this way. There's got to be plenty of depth that way. Well, that's your combat route. The grating here in the top side, that's more of your exploration stealth mission route, because it'll take a while for them to find you up there. And if you can, we look on the other map, the gears that lift this door that's keeping the water in place has been sabotaged by the mercenaries that came in specifically so it wouldn't dump water into the place. But you could do a mending spell or use tinker tools to repair it. And if you do, then you have a trap that you can dump on your enemies at some point. They won't know you fixed it, especially if you're sly about it and don't make a lot of noise. But you can fix it and surprise them with it later on because they think it's disabled. So as long as you can conceal that you came in through this entrance, they won't necessarily think that you thought about that. So you can completely catch them off guard and knock them out of your way if you guys are trying to make a hasty escape. So open up the passage to escape, and then knock your enemies astray so that you have an open passage to run through. Anyway, fun stuff. Yeah, it's fun stuff. It's hopefully people will enjoy it. So I think we had 4 different playtest teams that ran through the adventure, and a lot of feedback, a lot of changes we had to make. But yeah, I color stuff, so we'll go through all that process with this map as well. A lot of texture and just general landscapey type stuff that we get to do, so that'll be a lot of fun. But I have that organized. I feel good with the trees. Let's see, we're looking at structure right now. I'm happy with the fences, so I'm going to lock the trees. I'm going to lock the grid. I'm going to lock my numbers. I'm just going to start locking down assets that I know I'm content with, so I can stay between my lines, And then we'll go to, well, I can clean that up. So let's begin the process. Begin the cleaning process, shall we? So structural stuff requires 4 pixels. Black brush, 4 pixels. exterior borderline stuff that you can't pass through. That's 4 pixels. Stuff that's structural but inside of the defined structure, like cracks or contour marks, stuff like that. That's 3 pixels. And then strictly cosmetic stuff like stonework or cobblestones and stuff like that. That's 2 pixels. And I don't really have anything for 1 pixel, so it's 4, 3, and 2 pixels to distinguish what. Stop breaking my shit, buddy. To distinguish what I'm working on. So it's subtle, and I don't really point it out anywhere, but it's consistent. So the language is there for your eye to absorb while you're using it. I really believe in a DM's ability to intuitively absorb information about what's going on without having to specifically spell out, hey, this 4-pixel line means you can't pass through it. I think that language is self-referencing enough that I think that a DM's just going to grok it. You know? Switch to a square, they said. Okay, he said. So we'll be back tomorrow morning to do Spelljammer tokens for the Lies of Araxis. We're working on the Vampirates right now and the Ogre Zombie on the Last Breath ship. Tomorrow's Friday. Holy crap. I'm on vacation next week. I'm not even emotionally ready for that. It hasn't really even hit me. But it's there, so instead of having 100 minutes in the mornings, I'll have more like 3 hours. So Monday, Tuesday, when I'm hoping that I'll be done with the NPC tokens by Wednesday. And then we'll be coloring, and then we'll go back through, we'll loop through and color them. And we'll hopefully have all of the layouts done for Lies of Araxis, or rather for the Spelljammer Adventure in general. I'm hoping that will all be resolved by 22nd, but I'm willing to accept the 29th, but there's a chance I can have it done on the 22nd. I can also spend 3 hours on martial powers on Tuesday, so I'll do 1 barbarian, 1 rogue, and 1 fighter subclass conversion into the power magic system. Eye booger, excuse me. Gak. Do oh yeah, you are skewed, ain't you? No, let's forget it. Just make sure you're doing it right, Kearney. No. I'm hoping it's a really productive week for me. I'm going to go to my favorite steakhouse next Friday, a week from tomorrow. It's called Flint Creek Cattle Company. By God, their food is amazing. It is a top shelf luxury freaking steak. They have a boar shoulder bulgogi that they make. It's just fucking amazing. Boar shoulder is some freaking great grub. Hey, I'm missing text. Nope, I'm not. I'm caught up. Good. Back in there. Okay, right. I see you. There. Yeah, I'm content with that. Yeah, it's still not there. Hold on. See, it's still not jiving. I know that's a fucking square. See, that's a square. You, sir, are not a square. Well, good thing I ran into trouble like right out the gate. I wouldn't want to get any false momentum. Almost there, fucking turd. Come on. This is the job. Making mistakes and fixing them. That's what we do here. That's called being an artist. There. Now it looks horrible. Let's do it. Let's try this again, shall we now? We have. Unfortunately, that line is too thick. Let's go with a 3-point. Thank you. Real professional shit you got going on here, Granny. Let's duplicate this layer and drop that out of the scene. Let's grab these again. This is an instance of cosmetics, so that's a 2-pixel line. Just a bit like that. Okay, cool. So we're good with that. Now we'll duplicate this layer to make sure we keep it in case of trouble. Now we'll go back to the eraser. We'll take it to a 20% opacity. So when I hit erase, it erases some of it. And then I reduce the size again and 20% and reduce the size again, 20%, 20%, 20%, 20%. There. Now I've got a cool fade effect thing going on. That'll do, pig. Good enough. So, erase that. We can drop this down into fade. Drop those down. Drop this down. Boy, this makes me cross-eyed after a while. Oh, sorry, I missed the text. So, getting hungry, just listening to you describe it. Yeah. Right on, man. I'm sorry, I'm horrible about looking at this stuff. It's I really tunnel vision a lot. So when I do model building for your table, hills, buildings, etc., you take a leaf out. You take a leaf out of Bob Ross and just make happy little accidents. Hell yes, dude. But I can always cover them with flock or ivy. Absolutely. Absolutely. What an inspiration Bob Ross is to us all. I am quite the enthusiast. Spent a year doing 120 of his paintings to learn how to do his paintings. And I would definitely say I'm stronger for it. And I'm just trying to figure out how to get the rest of my art to catch up to that level of quality. That's what happens when you hyper, like that's like imagine if all you ever do are chest and arms and you never do your legs. You know, you never do leg day, and you just look like a weird character, like a little boy. That's super top heavy. It's just so funny. To a round brush. We're going to copy paste, flip horizontal, transform, flip vertical. There. Perfect. We can merge that down, then we can duplicate, free transform equals flip horizontal now, baby. We create symmetry. One. Good. We can merge these down. And we're on the 2 pixel brush, so now we can not be too sloppy, Kearney. Very sloppy, Kearney. You can be better than that. Looking forward to getting back into those pirates tomorrow. Not gonna lie. Take those back to 100. Almost there. I see text. 1 second. Thank you, my friend. You taking off, my guy? Sleep well, my guy. And I know it's late, so cheers. Bucket. Where are you anyway? Thank you. Jasmine, cool. What am I missing? Oh, the crank, the hand crank. Right. I feel like this should be like this, then there. I feel like that should be there, and this should be here, and then this, yes, and then this, yes, and then That. Okay, cool. We're in good order. Yeah, that'll do. So now we have a well. And we can lock the well. Well is done. Black and white, well, done. What's the next thing we're going to attack? The Umber Yard. Well, we know the roof is good. That's at least... Oh, it's down the wrong building. There it is. Hey, you. Get over here. Uh-oh. Alright, we're going to have to square this one up, too. Transform. Pop, pop, pop. There. Let's get it back to base. Here. Cool. Then... capacity to hopefully not get in the way of thinking stuff. Okay, we're going to try to rebuild this thing. Yeah, no, that's the wrong answer. There. That'll work. Let's go back to the square brush. My eraser. Drat. Just do that then. This is your first time in the stream because you're floating through the challenge, just checking it out. I'm here 6 days a week, Monday through Friday in the morning, Saturday mid-morning, just before brunch time. Monday nights and Thursday nights as well. We do NPC, creature, and ship token production on Monday weekday mornings. And then... what time? Oh yeah, 8:30. Cool. We still got at least 20 minutes left. So I'm gonna build these here first. Now, Monday through Saturday, building ship, creature, and NPC tokens for Leda Zaraxis. Mondays and Thursday nights, like this, we're building Eberron maps for adventure. And then Tuesday lunchtime, we do mechanical text development of the martial power system that we'll also publish on the DMsGuild to complement our spell point variant rules that we have in the spell point variant rule bundle down below. You can check out all the spellcasting mechanics so that if you tune in on Tuesday with me around noon Pacific time, or 3, I guess that's 3 p.m. Eastern time. We'll spend a couple hours building out martial power mechanics. That'll be a fuck ton of fun. I need to figure out how thick do I want these walls to be. 30? Okay. Let's try that again. Wait. Oh yeah, I know where I'm at. Okay. Let's see. That was 30. So now I need 22. Oh, I can grab this here. Transform equals flip 180. I like it when my aim is good. I mean, duh, still. It's sincere. See, this should really be at 3 pixel scale. So let's do that again. Transform equals slip horizontal on baby. Yeah, I ain't missing nothing yet. Yeah, see? That looks like a saw. this is open, so you can get wood to and from the thing easy. The speed that it moves across the board is strictly based on how much space does it take up on the screen. The closer to the screen I am, the longer it takes for it to move. So I have to pan out so I can kick it across the way like that, as opposed to zooming in here. And now I have to pain in the ass. Neat little tippy turkey thing. Yeah, I want to move this over here. So that you can truly get lumber off, loaded on and out of here. Sorry, I just remembered how I'm actually supposed to do this. There, that represents a window. All this open space, we get this ventilation that's coming through here. This will be the first chance for the party to encounter pedal tech if they haven't already. It's actually not a thing in Eberron specifically, but when you have something like Unseen Servant that you can cast as a ritual that lasts for an hour, and the only thing it has to do is press a pedal that causes a wheel to spin, that gets you a saw blade to spin. Cantrips are practical magic. It's basically manual effort for free. And you can also, like, if you don't have magic capabilities, then you can have your kid pedal the thing by having them tap their foot. And you see soldiers doing that in the at their fortress. The clean air machines that they use are pedal techs. So they have soldiers that get stuck pedaling, basically, and the alchemists that they have that are converting Mabar substance into potions and poisons and stuff. They all have rituals, so they can keep their clean air room open without having to occupy their time. But soldiers are built to suffer, so that's how it do. But yeah, I like it. I like that little piece of whatever you would consider that to be. Pedal Tech, it's coming for you. Hide your kids, hide your wife. Transform. Flip horizontal. Slide that into position. Push down. There. Do that. Wait, I have to do pop. Separate layer. There, pile of wood. Not bad. I'm pretty happy with that. No, I cannot have it this way. I have a serious structural flaw going on here. Rick, inform me your son is dead because he is stupid. This is how it should be. Space around it, but I want a support beam here. Take your time with the timer. I'm happy with that being like that. Yeah. Yeah. That has to go. That has to go. There, now you can maneuver the lumber around much more easily. This makes a lot more sense. That also means that we can move this in. I want to leave that open, but I want to build some structural support. So let's build some structural support. Nope, already did it wrong. Great job, Kearney. Right off the cuff. Free transform. I like it. I just can't have it. I can do this. Hold on. This will do. Yeah. That actually feels pretty cool. Okay, cool. So let's merge that down.
paste, free transform, boom, 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 boom. Did transform, flip horizontal, baby. Transform. Vertical. Push those down. Is that interior? Push down. Horizontal. Cool, good enough. It's there. It's there. Merge those down. It's a separate stack of wood over slats. We'll fix that when it's colorized. Yeah, I'm good with that. Cool. Okay, great. So there's that, and there's the roof that goes over it. Stitch that shut. Remind me again of where are you? Take this one. There we go. Oh yeah, and we also have an extra stack of wood here, just in case you need some wood to build a barricade or something in case the zombies attack, you know? Don't want you getting stranded. Oh, apparently I didn't have this attached. Well, let's just delete that. Good enough for now. Sink that in, put on the roof. Works great. Lumber's done. It's 9 o'clock. When we come back next, we'll work on storage. We'll work on the storage facility here. I'm pretty happy. Well, I like the position of everything here. I think that's all good. I need to fill this place up with sacks of flour. That's what we'll be doing. Sacks of flour. So we're going to go ahead and cut it here. We're going to be back in the morning. In approximately 9 hours, we'll be back on stream. We're going to continue doing zombies. I really appreciate folks showing up. We're kicking through this. I think. Well, I've got vacation next week, so I'll be able to. Let's see. Maybe I'll have. Maybe I'll do my Monday lunch, and I won't be around on Thursday afternoon. I will be around for Thursday night, Eberron. Maybe I'll do Eberron in the afternoon on Friday too. And then we'll do a bunch of Spelljammer stuff on Wednesday. We'll do Eberron Monday night. A lot of stuff on Monday for Spelljammer. Yeah. Anyway. Great, man. Like, subscribe. Anyone else that's lurking around, stick around. I'm here every day. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the morning. Thanks a lot, guys. Cheers.